Finally.
Finally. I don't want any surprises from the sundered flame.
Sibelian, something dark saps my strength within these halls. Can you feel it?
I do. It is nearly overwhelming. Thankfully, our champions seem unaffected. All the more reason to stop Sarkareth now. He must not be allowed to claim whatever power still lurks here. We have you pinned, Sarkareth! End this madness before more of your soldiers die!
We would rather die than return to subjugation. The secrets within this crucible are ours to claim. With their power, we will never serve again!
So, Aberrus, the Shadowed Crucible. Millennia ago, Neltharion established Aberrus.
We cannot hold them.
Permission to suggest an alternate tactic? During my time serving Neltharion, I assisted him in creating many powerful elements. One of these instruments could be of great service to you, though it may not distinguish between friend and foe.
What is this power?
In the quest to perfect Neltharion's armor, we went through many iterations. This is one of our more successful attempts. While imperfect, it will be more than enough to destroy these interlopers.
Do it! But our troops are still out there! Their names will ever be remembered.
But sir, will we hit our own troops? Yes, but we'll hit theirs as well. Neltharion established Aberrus, a secret laboratory where he conducted world-altering experiments. Recently rediscovered, Aberrus is now under attack from all sides as forces seeking to claim the Earthwarder's legacy search for any power that remains. The champions of Azeroth must venture into the shadows and ensure Neltharion's dark power doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Thank you, Warlock, for the cookies. So, this is our first boss. Kazara, the Hellforge. Although Neltharion... Oh my gosh. Would not use them for himself until much later, he experimented with Elementium plating in the early days of Aberrus. The end result of Elementium and Shadowflame was Kazara, who was deemed far too unstable for release. Driven mad by the excruciating pain of her Elementium plates, she now serves as the guardian of the Shadow Crucible. Okay. Now that I don't have stuff to read for you and voice acting to held off for, let me actually try to focus a bit on the fight here. Which I will admit, this is my first time in this raid, so I have looked up the guides. You know, thank you, Kalani, for the excellent guides, by the way. So I kind of have an idea. Apparently this is a very simple fight, which makes sense. Usually the first fight in a raid is a pretty simple, somewhat easy boss. Not always super, like, incredibly easy, but sometimes they can be. After all, a lot of people usually say, hey, just go ahead and let's just farm the first boss on Mythic, just so we can get some boss on, you know, some, hold on, whoops.
Watch your step.
Forget what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to take the laser away from the group? I think so, yeah.
Watch your step.
Gosh, sounds like old,
Surrender to
sounds like old Sindragosa from Wrath. You are fools who have come to this place! The icy winds of Northrend will consume your soul! I remember.
Watch your
Oh crap, oh crap.
Watch your step. Dread rifts. Watch your step.
So, by the way, let me also go ahead and take a moment to say congratulations to Team Liquid for the world first on some of the later bosses, including Sarkareth. Like, usually other guilds can claim world first for other certain bosses, but usually the one that's hyped up the most is when you get the world first on the final boss of the raid. Since that usually is like, alright, they were the first to actually finish the entire raid.
Watch your step.
Like, they didn't get world first on every boss in that raid, but they got it on, like, the last 4, I think,
Target you.
if I recall. The important one that they got, of course, was getting Sarkareth. That, of course, was the big one that everyone focuses on and thinks about and brings up.
Laser on you. Run. Watch your
Oh crap, oh crap. My bad, my bad. Didn't even realize the laser was about to hit me there.
Watch your step. Watch your feet.
But yeah, that was one of the mechanics I remember Kalani bringing up in the video, so I was kind of aware of that.
Push back.
Ugh. Yeah, I expect that there's going to be a number of these errors when it comes to the add-ons in these boss fights. Hopefully the authors will get to work on them, make them better. Let's see. Mail, don't need that. Mail, don't need that.
Finally!
Cloth, don't need that.
grip weakens.
Cloth, don't need that. And, ooh.
Power that can tear at our minds.
The Betrayer holds no such power, my son. Sinister forces are awakening. They sense your presence.
Father.
I am but an echo. I cannot stop intruders from attempting to plunder my secrets. Now that my heirs have arrived, we can ensure no outsider claims what is rightfully yours. I assume you have heard many stories of this place, and the role it played in my downfall. Do not let them temper your perception. These halls are your birthright, and the outsiders must not be allowed to take them from you.
Secure our perimeter! Rathian, I will take a contingent down these halls and root out Sarkareth. You take the other path and see what you can find.
A wise plan. I shall accompany both of you and lend what aid I can.
So yeah, Neltharion, or rather, a simulacrum, or, you know, of Neltharion, kind of like the one that we encountered of Sindragosa, is helping us here. Not really sure I trust this guy, but okay, sure, fine. If he wants to help us get to this place, okay, guess we'll just accept his aid and then deal with his betrayal later. I mean, come on, we all know what's going to happen.
I'm out of range.
This is Neltharion we're talking about. I'd be surprised if he didn't betray us.
Too far away.
It's that whole, oh, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal! But yeah, from what I understand, yeah, as you can see, I haven't shown the map of this raid yet. That's the initial area. And then the raid kind of splits into two separate areas here. We've got this one on this side, which goes to the laboratory, which has this boss. We go up here, which takes us to this boss. And I think also this is where we then can go ahead and make our way back around to go over here to deal with these other bosses over here, including this one, which will take us to this boss. And then once we have taken those down, as well as this boss right here, we can then, and that one there as well, we then go down to Neltharion's Sanctum, where we encounter Echo, and then to the Edge of Oblivion, where, of course, Sarkareth is waiting for us. So it's one of those, hey, there's two separate areas here, and then you can choose which side to go to first in what order, so. At least I think that's what it is. Ooh, Black Dragon Concoction. Glug, glug, glug. Wait, hold on. What did that actually do? Green gauntlets? Is that what it actually gave me?
Get closer.
Oh, we are pulling a lot of trash here. But then again, this is LFR. You should expect this kind of insanity when you come down to this place. Because, hello. Oh my gosh, seriously? Azure Might. I thought they were getting bolstering. I was like, did they add the bolstering affix from Mythic Plus into this raid for the ads? Because that's just mean, Blizzard. That's just mean. They're like, you know, it'd be really funny is if we add bolstering to the trash in the raid. And they just look at the guy saying that, and they're just like, you are insane. Do you have any idea the kind of backlash that we would get for that? I know.
I need to get closer.
But it'd be really funny. It's like, yeah, we'd get a lot of crap for it, but it'd still be really funny. Seeing their reactions, right? And then cooler heads prevailed, and they were like, yeah, you know what, we're not going to do that.
After millennia unattended, they have become unruly. It will take a strong will to ensure their obedient flame, and
I was also a product of experimentation.
combined they become something even greater. Learn to harness them. You are of my blood. The fact you had the strength to survive proves it.
Alright. The Amalgamation Chamber. The eternal blaze burns with the heat of 1,000 suns, while the essence of shadow blooms with darkness incarnate. Although exceptionally powerful on their own, when combined, they surge with the unchecked might of Shadow Flame, creating a whirlwind of ultimate destruction. So basically,
Pests.
from what I saw, this is a fight where... No, don't get them together. Keep them separate.
Which way? Flame. Uncle detonation.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to separate these two, unless that's not a thing in LFR. So the guides that Kalani makes are mainly for normal and heroic, not LFR. And then there are some mechanics that are just blatantly absent in LFR. So from what I understand in the guide that I saw, it's that you're supposed to keep these two separate because then they get a big... It's kind of like keeping the two Flames of Azeroth and the Illidan fight away from each other. Otherwise, they just do a ton of raid-wide damage and you wipe from it. But apparently that's not the case here in LFR. Now, apparently there's going to be a point where these two are going to combine together. Here we go, Stage 2. Because I guess one of them got to 50%, so now they're going to combine into one being.
Shadow and flame.
So now, from what I understand, this is now a race.
Shadow Flame Burst.
Bloodlust.
Blistering Twilight.
There we go. So yeah, this is where it becomes a race. And we got to burn this thing down because it's going to get stronger and do more damage, and yeah. So we have to quickly kill this thing as fast as we can, otherwise we're gonna wipe. And that's why I love being a demon hunter. Get the bomb away from the group.
Darkness.
Gotta soak this.
Use all. Withering shade.
Shadow Flame Burst.
Blistering twilight.
I guess threat plates is causing me some issues. If that is the issue. I think I saw it said threat plates.
Blistering twilight. Withering shade.
Shadow Flame Burst.
Oh boy.
Darkness.
Why do I see that Sundering Devour thing? Is that part of the bug I'm getting right now? I apologize. That's not really something... I guess it's also happening because of the demon that keeps coming up. For some reason, I don't know why it's causing that issue, but...
Blistering twilight.
So yeah, it's kind of simple. You see the, you soak that one, you avoid the one, you get the bombs out, because it's going to quickly fill up the room, and yeah.
Flame burst. Shadow flame
The secrets that Shadow Flame holds.
There is no denying its strength, but it seems too dangerous to truly control.
You possess the will
Hello.
to master it, my son. Just imagine what you could accomplish.
Yep, that's the new legs. Because I can't upgrade those old ones anymore. Sharpen your weapon, giving your Chaos Strike and Annihilation a chance to deal additional Shadow Flame damage. Oh. Yes. The loot rolls appear here. Items you win will go to your bags automatically. So right now I have rolled, apparently I have rolled an 88 on those legs. And it looks like I rolled a 95 on those. So did somebody else, and someone else wrote a 96. So I'm not going to win the trinket, unfortunately, which is a shame because it looked like that was actually kind of a cool little buff with extra agility plus extra damage on hit. But I'll take the legs if I can also be, since I can also be able to upgrade those as well. So, hey, looks like I won the legs. Yay! Just go ahead and throw those on. So now we are making our way over here to go up the stairs to the Molten Crucible. Oh boy. Oh gosh, this is giving me flashbacks to, gosh, what was that dungeon called in Shadowlands? Seeing all those slimes there? What was that called? Plaguefall, that's right. This is gonna be flashbacks to, Globkrog and Plaguefall with all the slimes. That's what I was just thinking of just now when I saw that. Go, got 5 of those now.
I had such high hopes for the Drakthir. But ultimately, the venture was just another disappointment. You, Rathian, must succeed where they fail and carry on my vision.
Of course, Father.
Whoa. Look at this.
How exemplary. Congratulations. It was my honor to evaluate the development of Neltharion's Drakthir. Unfortunately, they were too volatile to control. But where others see failure, I see opportunity. This early attempt at creating Drakthir yielded a subject too violent to control. Yet, there is value in documenting the carnage it generates. You will serve nicely as new test subjects.
The Forgotten Experiments. The development of the Drakthir produced many iterations, some more successful than others. Early versions of the experiment proved far too volatile to destroy. Kept dormant for thousands of years, these creations have now... Oh gosh. Whoops. I got just... man, that is really just really bothersome and distracting. I am sorry. These creations have now awakened and seek to test their prowess against the champions of Azeroth.
Infused explosion. Shockwave.
So yeah, this is a kind of a council fight, except it's more so one at a time. Because we'll take this one on, then you can see he's got a couple more caged. So once we take down this one, the next one will show up and fight us, and yeah, you get the idea.
Rending charge.
Each one has different mechanics. I don't know why that name tag is stuck underneath me. Seems like a bug. I'm sure once I get out of this raid, it'll get fixed.
Obviously, our first prototype lacked the desired strength. The next iteration was imbued with excessive arcane power.
To smash!
Voluminous explosion.
Oh gosh. Explosions!
Detonate!
Just think, the Drac that we were playing could have looked like this.
Infused explosion.
Damage every 2 seconds. Okay.
Pop your inside!
Probably use darkness to counter one of these. If it's necessary.
Volatile spear. Infused explosion.
Apparently I was too close, and that's why the explosion thing gets hit on me. Because I thought it was, like, outside the 2 different lines of explosions there, but apparently I wasn't. I'm kind of confused about that. Nope. We'll put another stack there on me.
Sadly, a creature with unstable arcane surges was useless.
Ouch.
We refined the infusion process.
Die! Lesser
Infused explosion.
And this is probably where now we might be having to deal with a race or a clock. I'm not entirely sure about that, but yeah, we saved lust for this part of the fight. And notice I have 3 stacks of that now. There we go.
Infused explosion. Deep breath.
Say goodbye.
Oh hey, it's the deep breath attack that we have as Drakthir. Look at him, he's like, I'm gonna use it against you now.
Inferior.
I wonder how many players actually have to deal with that in PvP. I have no idea how good Drakthir are in PvP. No idea. Look at that, multiple disintegrate. Okay. Nope. Couple tier pieces, but none for me. For my class, anyway.
Your performance is beyond my expectations.
Wait, you knew these creatures were waiting to be unleashed.
Of course, and you rose to the challenge, as I knew you would.
This all seems questionable. How malleable is this vision of yours?
I was afraid of this. The process used to create you weakened your spirit. An issue I doubt I'll have with my true-born heir.
And that right there is a red flag. Remember, this is still Neltharion. It wasn't... We're not kidding ourselves. We're not whitewashing Neltharion here. We're not saying he was actually a good guy before Deathwing happened. Let's not kid ourselves here. This is still Neltharion. anyways... So that's the first wing of LFR Aberrus. I'm glad I finally found a group that had not done the first or second boss already. And, well, we may continue the next time the next wing comes up, or we'll find some other kind of story quest or something to continue. So anyways, stay tuned.